I don't even know where my husband is. Marco! Ah, he's in the little shed. Good morning from the ridge.
Morning.
All right, so today we're switching up gears. It's chicken coop day. We've procrastinated as further as we can because tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday the chickens will be ready. So we got to get the coop built. So that's what we're going to work on today. We were hoping to be done. Oh, that's your acupuncture stuff. I was about ready to.
Don't whack them out. They're still tender.
Yeah, so we'll get this set up, and I think we're going to put it right over there. Hi, Jake. All right, we'll see you later. Wish us luck. So the challenge was to see if we could bake a chicken coop for little to no money, utilizing the stuff that we salvaged from Tiny House 1 and anything else that we salvaged from the land, as well as from the $100 farm haul from the farmwood. So that is what we're working on. Initially, we were going to use 5x5s for the framing and go all the way from the ground to the roof for the chicken coop. And it was at this moment that we realized that was not going to work. So we decided to switch up gears and start fresh with the framing.
Okay, it's getting dark 30, so we're just finishing up. Here's the start to the chicken house. Got all of our rafters on. We got tomorrow they're calling for some rain, so we'll probably have to wait, but we put our purring strips on up there. We'll be able to get the metal on. We should have enough plywood between everything that we've got laying around. This is super cool. So just scrap wood and stuff we had laying around. Right, she made a nice screen window, and then from the inside it'll have a piece of wood, and then this overhang, which, yeah, we'll square these up eventually, but we're gonna try to leave these as long as we can so that this can be a storage shelter area. But a different change of pace today. This went up fairly quick. It was a mix of we did use a few of the newer, I think there's only like 3 new 2x4s, ones that we bought, you know, but you buy extra when you buy a project. So we had bought extras, so we went over to the tiny house and grabbed those for now. Other than that, everything else is framed out in lumber that we got from another deal we had. So that's kind of the idea here. We're going to put the metal on from I don't know if y'all remember, but where we got all the woodworking tools from, we picked up all the barn wood and we got some metal, 2 different types of tin and stuff. So one of those is going to go on the roof here, and all this wood is stuff that we got from him. So yeah, and then the plywood actually is all out of the first tiny house. This is what was part of the subfloor, part of the ceiling, just stuff they had in there. We ripped it out. She said she was going to keep it, make the chicken coop. So being honest to our word, we are building a chicken coop out of used materials. So we've got all of our scraps. It was pretty fun sorting through to find good enough boards for here, and even the walls. A lot of those were a little more rotted than we thought, but yeah, just getting dark, not seeing any sunsets that way. But so yeah, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight, and if it's not raining in the morning, we'll hit it first thing in the morning. But if it's raining, we'll wait till the rain's done and then get this finished up, because chickens are gonna be here. So we'll see you.
Those britches were too big.
Okay, so just afternoon, but we had to do our supply run today. Thought about trying to do it last night because it rained vast majority of yesterday, and I did a video, a little close up of some other stuff that we had done yesterday, and basically it was kind of clean up. We had a couple stacks of wood that were over by the other tiny house that, for anybody asking, yep, the futon finally gave up the ghost, and it went and our sawhorses, which we had some plastic sawhorses, and we had a bunch of wood piled on it, and they exploded too. So it turned into a day of her baking and cooking, and Jake and I came outside after the rain stopped and got cleaned up. So today, in this beautiful, glorious, it's almost hit 70 right now. We just got back from town, getting tools out. We're gonna go ahead and finish up the chicken house. We did find out that our supplier for the chickens is having delays with his supplier. He was buying another farm out or something, so kind of a blessing. It gave us a couple extra days here to work on things. But yeah, so we're gonna get this finished up. We bought the purring strips, so we'll be able to put the metal on. But first we're gonna start, before I go crawling up there, we'll get this plywood, what we have anyways, we'll get that all put up and nailed up so that it's secure, and then we can start doing the roofing. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing? I bet you don't have a cool chicken house like we got.
It's not all the way done yet, and it is, but the goal was to make it out of things that we already had. And so the door we picked up,
It's like a 100-year-old barn door.
Yeah, super cool. It's a little bowed, so we're gonna have to play with it a little bit, but.
Bud and Judy, 129 of 60.
Oh, neat. How cute. But we used the tin that we got from that place. And of course, my little window that I built. Then I just used the old barn wood to trim it out. I've got little shutters I picked up. And we use all this material is what we took out of the tiny house. It is so dark. Probably can't see it. I'll have to come back in the day. But I made roosting rods with the cedar we have on the land and some real like dimensional 2x4s. They're like super thick. So, and that will be the access door down there. But we still got to go around the top and get everything enclosed with hardware cloth. And I wanted to stain it kind of like what we're doing with the tiny house to one, but it's such a mishmash of woods that I think to make it cohesive, it's going to end up being the same color scheme as the well house. Say hi, Jay. Hi. So that's kind of where we're going to go from there. So, what?
I can't find the right size wood.
Oh, well, I don't think anything will get in. There you go, babe.
Maybe it'll unbend the door.
But over here, when we were building it, we had quite a bit of an overhang over on this side, and they're still going to cut off the tin, but they were talking about cutting it off, and I was like, well, hold a minute, wait, because I think I can make this like my little supply shed area. And it's really cool because these are just really nice old solid oak beams, and even has a pulley that came with it. So but I'm going to use cedar logs and put 3 pillars on the sides to kind of give me an area to have my bird feed and everything else right underneath this area. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, shouldn't have said that with a chicken coop, huh? And then the run, we got to clear out some trees back there, but we're going to be building a chicken run. Of course, it'll come out the back when I pop that hole, and then it'll run back here. And of course, we'd already started clearing this area, so we'll have to work a little harder at getting all that cleared. But
We should go to about that rock.
what are you eating?
Nothing.
You're eating one of those lemon 7-Up cheesecake things, aren't you?
Maybe.
Pure sugar. So, but that's what we got done so far. Yeah, I know. I saw that cool little rock formation there. But we're going to call it a night. Everyone's tired. I'm going to try to get all of these put together because we have some exciting news about the next week or so. But we're going back to Ohio. Well, Jason and I are. Jake's staying here holding down the fort for a while. He'll probably finish his tiny house. So, but gonna go meet the newest grandbaby, and then enjoy some grandbaby time and kid time. So, but we'll catch you later. Peace out. Good morning from the ridge. What happened to the weather? 70 some degrees yesterday. I think we're sitting at like 38. What? Mother Nature's having a rough time of it. So had some running around to do this morning to prepare for our trip back up north. And now we're back and getting ready to start on the chicken run, because our chickens, they were supposed to come today, didn't. So the guy that we're getting our chickens from agreed to hold ours for us until we got back from Ohio, because I'm like, you know, hey, this is something that's the only reason we're holding out and waiting. But wasn't the only reason, because we needed to finish the chicken house. But we decided to make a full circle, so we're doing Ohio and Michigan, and maybe bringing back a special surprise for us to make our lives a little bit more fun and enjoyable. So we're gonna, looks like we gotta take down a few trees. The chicken house is looking great. It's not finished completely yet. We may have to modify it when we get back, maybe with it being daylight. You can see the chicken roosts I made, so I think that'll work out really nice. But I mean, looks like might have had a little bit of a wetness come in, but not much overall. Pretty impressive. And I love that it doesn't look brand new. I love that it looks old. So, but so the chicken run, we're actually going to be building a cattle panel hoop structure for the chickens for their run, which will then turn into, well, it's the plan, turn into the chicken run and coop for the meat birds, because I'll be free ranging these girls, or maybe building them a different fenced area or something. But for now, this is what we're choosing to build, because it can get a little costly when you're adding up all the supplies to build a hoop shed or a hoop structure for your chickens. So it's going to be dual purpose. We're going to get it done. That way we're not rushing to try to finish off something for the meat birds when the meat birds get here. So, but it's cold. We're going to see what we can get done today. I don't even know where my husband is. Marco! Hello. He's in the little shed. All right. See you later.